Okay, Muzz, catching up. Disappointing day. 2-0 defeat against Longlevens in the FA Vase. What's your thoughts in relation to that?
Yeah, I am disappointed. I think we've had a really, really good start in the league. It would have been nice to have a cup run. That's fallen short at the first hurdle, but we didn't start well today. Our shape was a little bit off. I think our intensity was off, and we can't concede the 2 goals that we conceded and expect to get something in the game. That said, the overall performance wasn't what I expect and what I hoped for. But we also, because they had the 2-0 lead, they didn't really have to come out again, and we didn't show enough creativity, intensity, and that little bit of pace and running off the ball to create anything at all really to get back into the game.
Yeah, you said it was 2-0 very early on. They scored in the 3rd minute and the 14th minute. First goal, there were a number of appeals. What did you see of it?
To be fair, there was challenges going in the box, and I looked at it. Another day, you could get a foul in there, but there's no excuses because we didn't react to the second ball. Then we had bodies in there. Heartbreed the other week, Mango, Pegasus were bodies on the line blocking it. Today we didn't. For whatever reason, it's gone in, but we had 87 minutes to recover. Unfortunately, it took to the 45th minute at half time for us to really regroup and maybe have a little bit of a chat and what we're going to do. 43 minutes to get back into a game, so we're 2-0 down in a game that Mertz hasn't really had a lot to do.
Yeah, the second goal in 14 minutes came from a throw, and we had high up in their half. That must be disappointing as well.
Yeah, it's those sort of things. You lose the ball, and our shape's wrong, and we've got players in positions they don't need to be, and that I think that's the most disappointing thing there, because we didn't get carved open today, and we've lost 2-0. Problem is, we didn't do enough. We had enough ball and enough possession, but we didn't do enough with the ball to actually say, yes, we deserve to get back into the game. If we got a goal, who knows, the game may have changed, but we didn't have that opportunity. We didn't get that strike. We didn't get a shot on target. So that was the disappointing thing today. We've looked like a threat. We had 6 goal scorers on that pitch today, people that have got goals for us, and today, not one of them, I don't think, had a shot in anger on target.
Yeah, I normally ask you at the end of these interviews about the next game. Well, the next game comes in less than 48 hours' time, and we're playing Longlevens again, this time at Sawmills on Monday. Yeah,
well, we've had a good look at them. I think our lads know we've underperformed today. They possibly could say they can be better at times, but we've underperformed today, and but bottom line is it's a game that we've underperformed in. We've done really well this year. I've got belief in my squad, my team, the way that we are together. Some of the things I saw out there today, I think there's positives. I've got to look for the positives in that, and that there is some positives, and I think we'll definitely be up for the game. We just, like I said, we just don't know what's going to happen in 48 hours. It's a strange one having the same opposition again. We don't know who's going to be available on both teams. It's going to be one of those. So I've got a decent squad, 1 or 2 out. I expect they'll have 1 or 2 out. It was a tough game. You've seen a couple of their lads going down with cramp and the odd injury. But they did it well. They saw out the game well. So obviously Monday we'll hopefully put something right.
Yeah, and you said about injuries and knocks. Is there anybody definitely looking, that they might not be able to participate on Monday?
We've got a forced person out. So yeah, that's going to happen. It doesn't really affect our balance of our squad. But it doesn't help. But like I said, we've got a strong enough squad. We've beat Pegasus. We've beat Cribs. We've beat Fairford. Our guys should be confident enough to get a result. We just need to be a little bit more intense. Get on that front foot. There's first and second balls today. We didn't really do enough, and I think that was all around the pitch. We lost first headers, we lost second headers, we bouncing balls. Every bouncing ball should have been a toughie ball, and it was a Longlevens ball today. So credit to them. They deserve to win. and we move on till Monday.
Cheers, Maz.